Jungkook's voice isn't human, perfect pitch from the deepest lows to the highest highs. The first time you hear it, something feels off. Not wrong, but unreal. A voice rises from the speakers, steady and controlled, yet somehow alive, almost breathing on its own. It doesn't strain. It doesn't wobble. It doesn't chase the note. It owns it. High or low, soft or powerful, every pitch lands with unsettling precision. And before you realize it, a quiet thought forms in your mind: how is this even possible? This isn't about hype. This isn't about fandom exaggeration. This is about Jungkook's voice, one of the most technically consistent, emotionally resonant, and mysteriously flawless vocals in modern pop music. From the earliest days of BTS, Jungkook was known as the Golden Maknae, a title that felt heavy for someone so young. He wasn't just expected to sing well, he was expected to carry choruses, anchor live performances, and bridge styles that ranged from hip-hop to R&B to pop ballads. And somehow, he didn't just survive those expectations. He exceeded them. What makes Jungkook's vocals so fascinating isn't volume or range alone. It's control. His lower register is grounded and warm, never muddy, never weak. When he sings low, it feels intentional, supported, confident. Then, without warning, he ascends, cleanly, into higher notes that remain stable, open, and emotionally charged. No visible strain. No audible cracks. Just seamless transition. Many singers rely on studio correction. Jungkook does not. In live performances, where breath control and pitch accuracy are brutally exposed, his voice often sounds eerily identical to the recorded track. Sometimes, it sounds even better. That's when people start to question what they're hearing. Is it technique? Natural talent? Obsessive practice? Or something else entirely? But here's where the story deepens. Jungkook didn't start perfect. Behind that seemingly effortless voice is years of discipline that most people never see. Endless vocal training. Recording the same line again and again until the emotion matched the pitch. Studying other artists, breaking down their techniques, learning how to blend power with softness. While the world praised his talent, Jungkook quietly worked on his weaknesses. He listened. He adjusted. He refined, and then, something changed. There was a moment, subtle, almost invisible to casual listeners, when Jungkook stopped sounding like a great idol vocalist and started sounding like a complete artist. His tone became more personal. His phrasing more intentional. His falsetto more controlled, floating instead of fragile. Songs weren't just sung anymore. They were inhabited. Listen closely to his performances, and you'll notice something rare. He doesn't rush notes to show off. He doesn't oversing emotional moments. He allows silence to exist. He lets breath become part of the melody. That restraint, that confidence, is what separates a good singer from an unforgettable one. And then comes the twist. Despite his near-perfect pitch and technical stability, Jungkook's voice doesn't feel mechanical. It feels human, deeply human. You can hear vulnerability in his softness. Resolve in his belts. Hope in his highs. That's the paradox. A voice so accurate it feels unreal, yet so emotional it feels intimate. That's why his vocals linger long after the song ends. When Jungkook sings live, people don't just listen, they lean in. Something in his tone makes you pay attention, even if you don't understand the language. Even if you didn't come as a fan. His voice communicates directly, bypassing logic and landing straight in emotion, and maybe that's why people say his voice isn't human. Not because it lacks feeling, but because it combines things that rarely coexist: precision and warmth, power and gentleness, consistency and spontaneity. High notes that soar without aggression. Low notes that resonate without disappearing. Every pitch placed exactly where it belongs. In an industry built on trends, Jungkook's voice remains timeless. As BTS continues to evolve and Jungkook grows further into his artistry, one thing stays constant. When he sings, the world listens. Not because of hype, not because of titles, but because something about that voice feels undeniable. If you've ever felt chills from a single note, if you've ever replayed a live performance just to hear that moment again, then you already understand, and if you're still discovering him, this is only the beginning. So stay with us. Listen closely. And if Jungkook's voice has ever moved you, even for a second, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this story. Because some voices don't just deserve to be heard once.